The Rafah border has finally opened, allowing UN trucks carrying critical aid to enter Gaza. 20 trucks full of medicine, medical equipment and food are right now being unloaded. The UN is negotiating for a second aid convoy to be allowed to enter tomorrow. While the announcement brings a lifeline to those suffering, it's clear more help is needed.
If it qualifies as an agreement, it is chaotic and unclear, but it has resulted in this. The first 20 trucks, loaded up with life-saving supplies, have passed through the Rafah crossing in Egypt. This development is the result of days of negotiation. Yet the World Health Organization said this convoy would barely address Gaza's needs. Their officials calling for 2,000 trucks, not 20. And that's a view that's been endorsed by the UN Secretary General at this summit in Cairo.
The people of Gaza need a commitment for much, much more. A continuous delivery of aid to Gaza at the scale that is needed. The time has come for action. Action to end this god-awful nightmare.
A few miles from the crossing, Israel pounds targets as part of their campaign against Hamas. And the Israelis don't want the militants to benefit from these shipments. Their officials won't allow supplies of fuel, although hospitals in Gaza depend on diesel for power. The Israelis have dismissed these concerns.
The humanitarian situation in the Gaza Strip is under control. We're continuing to emphasize to the residents of Gaza City and its surrounding areas to move south. The humanitarian supplies that will enter the Gaza Strip will go to the south.
International aid agencies have become increasingly alarmed, with food stocks running low and civilians forced to drink dirty water. Half the population remains in the northern section of the Strip, where a blast from an Israeli airstrike destroyed the hall and scout center at this Orthodox church. The Christian community had been using them as shelters. Put your hand under Salim, said one, as parishioners tried to extract their friends and loved ones from the rubble. This man had lost his life. God has deserted us, said some. Some, like this father of 3. Look at this child. Do you think he deserved to die? Said Ara Mansouri. He showed our team pictures of his children, Majdi, Julie and Swella. All 3 died in the blast.
This is a crime. It's a crime against humanity. This F-16 aeroplane threw these things knowing there were people down there. They did it with hatred. No one in Gaza feels safe, but being in the church gave us the feeling that we were close to God.
Once aid shipments are brought into Gaza, the contents have to be distributed, dispersed into a world of turmoil. Here, residents search for survivors after an airstrike in central Gaza, where everything is scarce, including security.